Welcome to Rom Wills, Money Matters. Building a business off your own money is best. Building a business off your own money is best. This is why I say this, because let's be real, a lot of times a big issue with business, regardless of what it is, people are talking about funding. And people are talking to investors, or they might want to get local or federal government funding. Okay, see, here's the thing. All of those are good. If you got to do it, you can make it fine. But I'm saying, now this is just Rom Wills saying, it's best to build a business off of the money in your pockets, not getting an investor, not getting a government loan or even a bank loan. It's actually best off of your own money. Hence why I talk about savings. When I talk about the savings, it ain't just to sit there, but that savings not only for emergency, but you can, what if I said, you can use it to build your business. You have your funds right there. Or even if you use credit cards, as long as it's you. See, here's the issue. When you have to go to other people for money, they have an opening for control. When you have to go to the government or any government, federal or local for money, or even they have some level of control. They might say, well, you have to do this, you can't do this, or something like that, you know, or even a bank. Like I'm familiar with this, it was a vegan restaurant in the DC area. And I was talking with the owner, and the owner, he wasn't able to get money from a bank for what he wanted, because the bank actually told him he needed to be selling like fried chicken or something. See, when you, and he was like, nah, this is a vegan restaurant. And, you know, they were able to get money from someplace, but still. Look, see, here's the problem. When you get other people's money, they got conditions. And something that's not talked about, there's a lot of investors who will invest in a business. And sometimes they know it'll fail. They'll know it. They'll do their own research. They'll know it'll fail, but they'll invest in it. And then they'll get to the point where they own the business. I've heard of plenty of businesses, plenty of magazines, stuff like that, plenty of companies. They'll let the another company come in and get like 49% ownership. And it's like, well, it's still owned, you know. But then all of a sudden, some stuff will happen. All of a sudden, that other company got full ownership. See, that's the thing. See, when you build a business off of your own money, it's best because you still have control. You still have control. Now, I know some people say, well, I don't have that much money and everything. That's why you save. That's the purpose of saving. That's why you work. That's why, you know, maybe you get a part-time job to bring in extra money. That way you have control over it. You don't have to lose sleep worrying about someone else trying to take control. Like John Johnson, he was famous. He had the famous magazine, Ebony Magazine. And he never wanted to go on the stock market because he said he could sleep better knowing somebody wouldn't come in and take it over. Ironically, someone did after his death. But, you know, he didn't want anybody to take it over, because that's what happened. Once you public, even if you're on the stock market, you might think you're getting a lot of money, but there's always an opening for somebody to take over. You know, there hasn't been a lot of talk of corporate takeovers recently. Nothing major, but it's still happening. You know, but when you have your own money and you don't have to look at somebody else for money, you get freedom. Now, in all fairness, you are going to have to build slowly. But I'm going to tell you what, and I talked about this before, sometimes you want to take 3 steps forward and 2 steps back. Ironically, a spiritual leader in the Black community has said that alternative spirituality, rather, I ain't gonna start something by giving a name, but has said that, and that's actually a great idea. Because I actually know of businesses that built that way. Like, I've known of businesses, you know, they might have gotten a lump sum of money, maybe from an insurance policy. A relative might have left them some money, their own savings, their own credit cards, but they had 100% control. See, the best way to do it, see, usually people are looking for more money because they want to go bigger than what they really are. And, you know, they want to go to the banks and everything. But see, you give people control. And then you get investors, these so-called angel investors. One, they want their money. They ain't just investing just to be nice and everything. And, you know, a lot of times they will invest looking to have control. You know, Like I had to give, like you get a show like Shark Tank, I would never go on there. I don't care what I have. I don't care how much money I need. I would never go on there for one simple reason. I would never want to give somebody even just a little bit of control, a little bit of say. Because even that little bit can be a problem. Because the other day I was looking in a business magazine. It was talking about this company. They actually made their money. This guy became a billionaire. His company would invest in mom and pop stores and eventually end up controlling those mom and pop stores. And I was like, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Now, are you going to build up as fast that way? Probably not. But you want to take 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. If you just build slowly, put some money away. Like I know of one business, the owners, they only paid themselves 8% of the profits, 8%. Now, it might not seem a lot, but they were able to build up. They were able to build up. Like one of the things I would say is when you're building a business, just build it slow. Take your time. Don't build it to the point or even get to the point where you got to expand greatly. You know, just build it up slowly no matter what. You know, as long as it's your own money, because then here's the thing, you maintain control. See, if you have a business, it's very important because understand you do have some sharks out there who want to jump into your business. They want to get it. And they'll come up all friendly and stuff and say, oh, let me invest some money. Oh, you can still bid on, I'll invest 49%. But then they'll start saying, well, maybe you should do this. They'll start saying some stuff. They'll start getting in your ear and they say, well, yeah, I know you're running everything, but how about we do this? We do this. And then all of a sudden, you in a position where you're still listening to them. See, you don't want anybody, now if you want to do all that, let me be clear, go ahead and do it. But if you're talking about only having 100% control of your business, it needs to be 100% of your money. It needs to be, you don't need, because the second you start reaching to outsiders for something, unless you know it, maybe a loan at best, but something you still have control, you can pay it back. But as soon as, like when you're talking about investors, when you're talking about bank loans, when you talk about stuff like that, you know, you're giving somebody an opening to take control of your baby. You don't want that to happen. Like I'm known for talking about being a sovereign man on my main channel, but that's part of sovereignty. You want that business sovereignty. You 100%. You don't have to be a millionaire with it as long as you have control. See, a lot of times people get greedy or they want to expand beyond where they can expand. No, you still want to expand your business, but you don't have to do it fast. You want to make sure you bring in money in. I've seen businesses that expanded too quickly. Like I know of a bookstore, it was, I ain't gonna call the name of the store, but they expanded too quickly. And I looked at them until I say, this is too quick. Now they're out of business. You know, you want to take your time, and part of the problem they expanded because they had someone else's money. And that other person was really trying to influence them, was really influence a lot of stuff that didn't need to be influenced. They end up out of business. Now, build a business off of your own money, all right? So y'all know the deal. Let's go make that money.